Hey, hi, ho, and howdy, everyone. My name's Shoko, and welcome yet again to episode not again, it's not, we haven't seen it before, but, welcome to yet again another episode of Bunny Girl Senpai. I just got done watching the last one, and as you might have recalled if you saw it, that ended abruptly, because I need to just get right into this one. That being said, I'm gonna quickly go over intro stuff. Like I mentioned before earlier, if you guys missed it, the poll did finish earlier in the last week, and we have our winners, or we have our winner being School Live for the next show that we're going to do after, after, either Made in Abyss, I'm still in my eyes, after Made in Abyss or Steins Gate, I don't know yet. The other show, I again still have not nailed down. It will either be between Laid Back Camp and Bloom Into You. Again, I'm back to leaning towards one at this point, but again, it's gonna come down to one of those two. I'm not 100% sure yet. Again, if you guys have an opinion, feel free to throw it out there. It has been extremely even between every time I've asked that so far. It's been like, I love Bloom Into You. Well, I love fucking Laid Back Camp. I love Bloom Into You. It's so underrated. I love this. I love that. I love this. I love that. And it's complete fucking even every time. So if you have opinions, feel free to throw them out. There's that. The last episode. Shit. Yeah, so we continued on after the discussion and the realization that Kaede doesn't have her memories, and went through a whole episode of her slowly doing what she can to conquer that. And, well, fuck. Shit. I guess she did. 'Cause fucking Kaede's gone, and Kaede's here now. And I just... as soon as she said, I can't wait for tomorrow, I was like, there's no fucking way that's gonna go smoothly. There's no fucking way she's not gonna fucking, get her shit back. And she does. And as soon as you hear her talk, and it's not high-pitched, and it's just her, talking like a normal fucking human, and it's just like, oh... There goes Kaede. And that's really fucking... It weirdly feels like I've been dealing with that a lot as of late and stuff. What is with multiple versions of people? This show has a problem with it twice. And... it's like, seems like a common thing as of late on my channel, and I don't know how I feel about it, because it always makes me really sad. Especially when they're people I really, really, really like. So, that's a thing. Fuck. What else do I have to say before we just jump into this? Again, I'm gonna do my best to give my final thoughts when this is over. But, again, if I turn into a sobby, weepy mess, that may be very difficult. I will do what I can, but I don't know. Again, I do not have a great history with finales, even when I really, really, really like the shows. And the last thing I should definitely make sure I say before I get out, or get started, because I don't want to not be able to say it later. Again, this is the last episode of Bunny Girl. So, that will be the end of it, and then we'll be moving on to another show, and the show in question will be Your Lie in April. So... Again, I don't know when that is going to start, but we will do what we can to get that started, soon. Anyway, so that's that. Also, I guess I completely forgot to mention it last week. Last episode, Arrow Manga Sensei started last week. And it's actually gotten a ton of support on the channel. It makes me really, really happy. And, which is great, too, because I really enjoyed the first episode. It was a fun fucking time. Again, people give that show a lot of shit. Maybe I just haven't gotten there yet, but I really, really enjoyed the first one, and it seems that I'm not the only one who thought that's silly, that it gets as much hate as it does. Hate in the shit talking, but still enjoying it sort of hate. Anyway, point is, I enjoyed it. Check it out if you guys haven't. But yeah, so those are there. Shit. Yeah, I guess we're just going to jump into this one. Damn it. I'm not ready to say goodbye to. Again, because throughout the entire time of us going through this show, I've mentioned it a lot of times before, it's really one of those shows that I have thoroughly fucking enjoyed the entire time. But it's one of those shows that dips out of my mind when I'm not watching it. I don't think about it for whatever reason. And then as soon as I get back into it, I'm really fucking invested into it, and I love it, and the fucking characters are the shit, and all that stuff. But it's one that, again, it's one that I don't think about until I'm there. It's weird. It's one of the few shows I have that sort of thing with, and I don't know why. Anyway, but again, I'm gonna be real sad to see it go. That being said, there is the movie, which I do know will be coming out here at some point if my nose wants to stop being a dick. Yeah, and I'm super fucking excited for that. Especially if it means we can get like some Shoko stuff, because most everything Shoko related has been very in the background, extremely in the background, and I would very much like to get to see more about her. And I need to see what the fuck happens with Kaede now. And that's the thing, too, is because, like, Kaede is... Again, Tomoe... It's between Kaede and Tomoe for my favorite. I adore Mai to death. Shoko seems cool. Futaba's dope. Nodoka was awesome. But, yeah, it's... For me, Tomoe and Kaede are just the fucking shit. I love them to death. And, again... Like I said last time, it's that thing of just watching someone who's just so fucking innocent and sweet and kind and adorable and deserves to be fucking cherished and loved, and watching him just go through shit. I hate it. Let the people I love be happy. Anyway, we're gonna watch this. Damn it. Also, now it's gonna feel really weird putting that fucking extra fucked up intro that I did at the end of the last episode when I end the last episode before the fucking credits are over, because I'm like, fuck, I gotta watch the one. What? Damn it. Okay, we're gonna go. I'm sorry. We're just gonna go. We're gonna get started here in 3, 2, 1, go. That's where my space bar is, apparently, so we're gonna not do that. Fuck me in the neck repeatedly. 3, 2, 1. Get your fucking hands away from the keyboard, you idiot. Again, also the fact... The other thing that was really upsetting about seeing that last bit is, again, I mentioned that's been a thing that's happened. The dual versions of a person has been relevant on the channel as of late, and the how it was done, how it was portrayed, I should say, was exactly the same too. You have the higher pitched, more bubbly, energetic, super adorable version, and then it flips to a much more like just down to earth, fucking quieter, more. I don't know. It was a thing. It was a thing. I was not expecting that, but when I saw it, it was mildly upsetting. Fuck. It has been such a fucking dope show, though. It's been, honestly, just really, really great. Hey, Mai, what's up, man? He is in a fucking way, no doubt. And because that was the thing he was really afraid of. Is everything that she fucking just built up. again, you have to go through the same thing just from a different way. It's just, and again, it's one of those things where like it's great because you have her back, but you lost that other side of her again. It's just it's fucked up. Like, it's a win, but it's also a fucking loss at the same time. sake. I'm right there with you, but I don't fucking look great either, I'm sure, and it's on fucking camera every time. I hate it so much. God damn it, I hate it. Eat a whole tomato. Get out my fucking face. That's the whole point of having those. It's not great. Notice she does that. What's up, baby girl? This man is in his underoos constantly in this show. I don't think I've ever seen another show with a man in his underwear as much as this one. Shout out to my boy. This motherfucker just cannot win as of late. As of late. It does sound a little wonky. But the intent is there. He was pretty fucking... Oh. damn it, those two, man. Oh. I cannot express how much I want to watch the fucking movie right now. Just hit me. I'm not done. God damn it. Don't fucking stop me. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? I want to watch the movie now. Fuck. I'm just really glad I got most of the crying out in the beginning. Oh, God damn it. Again, like I talked about it earlier in the intro. I was like, it's one of those shows, one of those few shows that I know that when I'm not thinking about it, I don't think about it. But when I'm sitting down to watch it, it really starts to fucking get me. So when I started the last episode, and I was like, well, maybe I'll cry at the end of the next one, but I'm not too worried, maybe I'll be good. It was because of that. It was because I hadn't gotten back into the feeling. I'm like, I'll be fine. And then I turned the fucking thing on, and I was like, oh, I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. Oh, god damn it. Oh, I fucking enjoyed this one. I really did. I really fucking loved it. Again, from the very beginning, it was one of those ones where it's just... I don't know, it's just, I really loved seeing all of these stories play out. Again, it gets compared to Bake, or to the Monogatari series in general, not just Bakemonogatari, a lot, because they're both they're arc-based shows, and they have a lot of similarities in the way they handle a lot of stuff. And don't get me wrong, I really do enjoy Bakemonogatari for what I've seen. I enjoyed it plenty fine. But I don't know, I connect with this one a lot more, I guess. And again, that's not a knock on the other one. It's praise for this one. I don't know, I loved it a ton. Even the parts where, like, again, I think the thing I enjoyed, the two routes, the two arcs I probably enjoyed the least, or I definitely enjoyed the least, was Nodoka and Futaba. And the reason for Futaba's was purely down to, I thought it was a little rushed, and it would have been nice to have an extra episode to help give it room to breathe. Other than that, I really enjoyed the ideas behind it. I really enjoyed that stuff. Futaba as a character is an interesting character, and I enjoy seeing her on screen. Nodoka's great, too. It's just I technically have to have something in the last place spot, I guess. Because that's how life works. And even then, I still really enjoyed her stuff. And again, I enjoyed Nodoka. She was fun. But then you have the big three for me, which is, Mai, Tomoe, and Kaede. And I fucking love them all. Again, I think I don't know where I fully land at this exact moment, because I like to do like, well, it is my best girl and shit like that. I don't know exactly where I land between Tomoe and Kaede, but I probably have to give it to Kaede as probably my just favorite. I really, her story really fucked me up. She's such an unbelievable fucking sweetheart, and that story of don't fucking cry again. Damn it. Lovely little puppies. Anyway, yeah, so again, her story of knowing that eventually she was gonna have to fucking disappear, so that, you know, the old Kaede could come back, and her whole thing was, I know that's gonna happen eventually, so I should do what I can to make the absolute most of it, and I know that the one person she cares most about in the world, being Sakuta, her whole thing is, well, she wants to get him involved in it, and she wants him to be able to feel that he played a huge part, that he was able to help her get what she wanted, which was to, you know, yeah. And it's fucking sad, man. Because while it's not exactly the same, in a lot of ways, fuck. This is why I can't do fucking final thoughts when I'm in a teary mood and when shit makes me sad. Because I can't say words without turning into a blubbering bitch. Like, again, it's not the same thing as, like, say someone dying, but in a way it is similar, because you're losing that person. And she knew that. Kaede knew that one day she was going to lose herself back to Kaede-san, as she always put her, which is a sad, every time I heard her say that, make the distinguishing those two things as separate entities really fucked me up. Again, especially since that's weirdly been a thing that's happened, not exactly, again, but it's been a thing that's been relevant to the channel just recently, and has even, I would argue, been relevant in a previous series a while back. The idea of losing not a body in its entirety of a person, but just what makes that person them, their soul in a way, their mind, losing that to something else. Well, thankfully at this point, the other one, that hasn't so far happened. The fact that it's a distinguished difference between the two is something that fucks with me. And I didn't react to it well the first time, and that one other time, and now it's doing. It's like with the fucking, when she was getting this. It's like, I already had to see that once in a different. Don't do that to me. Just stop showing me evil shit I didn't like the first time I saw it. But yeah, dude. Again, fucking Kaede was just such an unbelievable fucking sweetheart, and that really fucking got me. And I literally, just before I sat down to record this, because of shit in the Discord, which if you haven't checked out, this was, again, I always forget to mention it in, like, the first and last episodes of stuff, but that's the fucking absolute time to do it. In the description of every one of my videos, there's a link to our Discord. Please check it out. It's a fucking great time. I hope you guys enjoy it there. It's one of the best decisions I ever made on the channel. But like, just because of that, I had just finished making my top 66 or whatever favorite characters of all time in anime, and because I hadn't finished this yet, I have been leaving those characters off the list. I broke my rule a little bit and put the Steins Gate crew on it, because a lot of them ended up on there with good reason. But fucking god damn it, now Kaede has to go on there, because Kaede's fucking amazing. She was the fucking best, man. And again, that is the thing, is it's very difficult, because I loved everyone in here. Again, Sakuta was fucking dope. He was a great fucking character. He's tons of fun and really enjoyable. And again, in a lot of ways, like I mentioned before, I think the reason why I don't isolate Mai as a character is because I view those two as a pair. Those two together is what makes them so fucking great. Mai is beautiful and fun and charming and a fucking dope character. But it's her and Kaede her and Kaede together is great. Her and Sakuta together that really makes both him and her shine. And again, Tomoe was just such a fun sweetheart. She's just adorable and a ton of fun and the greatest goddamn boot. She's just great. And I really enjoyed everyone else too, but yeah, those three in particular, those four, were absolutely great. And as a character person, like again, to compare it again to Monogatari, I enjoy that show for its stories, and its visuals are fucking weird, and it's a very weird show, but in a very nice way. But the thing I care about absolutely the most, 10 times more than everything else in that, is just the characters are interesting. Because I'm a character guy. That's my favorite part of everything. You can give me a garbage story as long as the characters are cool. I fucking will fucking sit there and see it. I like that. That's the kind of person I am. I don't know, and it's one of those things where I fucking adored this. I really did. Let's see. Again, I think that's where I put my list of favorites. Is I think Kaede is definitely my favorite, with Tomoe just behind her, and then Mai and Sakuta together just behind her. And like just behind her. Behind that top tier boot. Whatever. I have to try and laugh or I'll cry again. As for my favorite, let's see if I don't know if I can nail down my favorite episode. I think it would have to be one of the ones. It would either have to be one of the ones from Mai's stuff in the very beginning, like one of the first three, or it would have to be one of these ones. Because even as much as I adore Tomoe, her arc was fine, but she in particular was the thing that I love most about it. Yeah, so it would have to be one of these three, and I think it would have to be one of these two from Kaede's, or maybe the third episode that I think was my personal favorites. I don't think I had a least favorite. I think if I had to say I had a least favorite, because I don't like to be negative like that, but I think if I had to, I would probably pick the last episode of Futaba's arc, again purely due to the fact that I wish it had an extra episode to breathe. I think that easily would have been the one thing that I can think of that I would have improved the series for me in particular. Also, I didn't give her much of a shout out during this part at all, but I really enjoyed Shoko as well. Especially, I really loved her. I like her viewpoints, and I like, again, she's very philosophical, and again, a fucking sweetheart, where the way she came in to help out my mans when he really fucking needed it. And again, it did make me sad that Mai had her little thing is like, I wanted to be that person there for you, and I wasn't the one you needed. Apparently it was Shoko. And again, I sincerely hope I get to see more of her in the movie when it comes out, because that's something I desperately want to see. I want to see more of everyone, obviously. If there's one of them, I'm 99% sure I'm not ever going to be able to see again, which is really fucking sad. But yeah, so I loved it. I really did. I really enjoyed it. I don't know where I'd put it on the rating thing. It would have to be like, at the very least, a 9 or a 9.5. I really enjoyed it. Again, I'm also one of those people who the lowest score I have ever put out, I think, was a 7. And I fucking hate myself for it, because I'm like, I did this show so wrong. That's not fair. It was a fine show. Why didn't I? It's just, that's the kind of person I am. So I need to rewatch that one day and be like, this is some bullshit. Give that a higher number. This is the kind of person I am. But yeah, I really, really loved it. It was great, and it was sweet, and it was sad, and it was disgustingly fucking charming. Again, Mai and Sakuta together are just fucking... I compared them to some of the greats, and I stand by it. Yeah. and I stand by it. So, anyway, I want to say a huge fucking thank you to everyone who watched the series and stuck around and had a good time and showed support and love, because that shit means the fucking world to me. It means more than most people would ever know if you don't do this sort of thing. It doesn't always register how fucking much that shit means. Yeah, I don't know when the movie is coming out or when we'll be able to get to it, but it's absolutely something that I will be ready and wanting to see as soon as I can. So we will definitely be getting to that at some point. As I mentioned before, now that this is finished up, Your Lie in April will be starting on the channel. I'm super fucking excited to see that. If you guys are too, please stick around and check it out. Again, Eromanga Sensei started last week. We have our winner for the poll in School Live, as well as the other one I'm trying to decide again between Bloom Into You and Laid Back Camp. I desperately want to see fucking Bloom Into You so goddamn much. And I really wanted to see Laid Back Camp too, and there's an audience for it with what I have, so that's awesome. Anyone who happened to be new dropping in just to check out the finale, sometimes that happens. Tends to happen a lot, actually, as soon as, like, oh, you finished all this shit up? Cool, I can just binge watch the whole thing. If you guys haven't seen already, there's tons of stuff on the channel. Right now, we're currently watching Carol and Tuesday, which is a fucking thing. I'm so sorry we haven't had an episode of that. We've been having issues, again, as always. It really sucks, because I do want to see more of that show, but it's been very difficult. Getting to it and working on stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully good. Been thinking about stuff in the background. Hopefully that's stuff that I don't end up going down and doing, because I don't want to. But we'll see. Anyway, there's that. Made in Abyss. We're just about to finish up Steins Gate here pretty soon, which is so fucking depressing because I adore that show to death. We have Hyoka, we have Konosuba Season 2, we have Bakemonogatari, as I mentioned before. We're doing Furuka Saya as a Let's Play. And yeah, again, we just started Eromanga Sensei as a subscriber special. So that's all stuff that we're doing. If you guys care to, please check it out. There's tons of stuff on the channel from before now, like, Darlene Franks, Place for It in the Universe, Citrus, Anohana, all sorts of stuff like that. Psychono, which thankfully after this next batch we'll be able to throw that in the poll, so we can get around to Psychono Season 2, which will be awesome, because something I definitely want to see, because it's some more Eruri and Michiru in my life. And Megami and Yuta is pretty great too, and just it's all goodness. Yeah, so that's all stuff that you can check out. If you guys are sticking around, please tell me. And if you guys aren't, give me a heads up so I can at least say goodbye in the comments and whatnot. Because again, I really appreciate you guys coming through and just being awesome. So thank you. You guys have been fucking amazing. Anyway, I'm officially gonna go after this. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I did. And I will see you guys in whatever next thing it is you guys happen to see. Even if it's just the movie. So, anyway. Till then, guys. Bye-bye. And, love Kaede and stuff like that, As you do.